Blood TV back again with another Lil Blood TV exclusive, powered by Talker Media, of course. Today, we got Miss Hayley in the building. Miss Hayley, she's an event coordinator. She has a very, very profitable business and booming business, I should say. Just a little bit of backstory. I remember like 7 years ago, she catered my son's party. And she told me, like, that was the first time I traveled outside of my comfort zone
It was.
to do a party. And yeah, so since then, she's still been kicking and moving and grooving. And if you know me, if y'all a fan of the show or my platform, y'all know that I don't only just interview celebrities, musicians, and things like that. Like I talk to everyday people, working people. I talk to especially black women. I like giving black women some airtime because especially black women that's doing something, especially black women that's working. And a lot of sisters out here, they on that Instagram shit. They on that quick dollar shit. You feel me? They on that popping pussy for $1 or fuck nigga free and this, that, and the other. And, you working, you have a business.
Absolutely.
You pushing it. So introducing to some and presenting to others, Miss Hayley.
Hello.
How you doing, sister?
I'm good. How are you?
Talk to me. How was your day? How was the drive?
My day was okay. I didn't have to drive far.
You didn't have to drive far?
No, I'm real close.
Oh, excuse me. How's the anxiety there?
The anxiety is through the roof.
Anxiety is through the roof. But, calm down. We're just going to have a conversation. Don't even worry about the cameras. Forget the cameras are here. Even though you on this is a big set, man. Big deal, man. There's all type of shit going on. But, we got this. Let's talk about it. Let's dive right in. What's the name of your business?
It's Sugar Rush Posh Parties.
Sugar Rush Posh Parties. And where you get that name from?
I actually came up with it because originally I started with desserts. So I didn't start with parties first. I did like cakes and cupcakes and stuff like that. So the first name was Sugar Rush Pastry. And I just was like Sugar Rush because I'm doing all these sweets, So, but once I started rearing into parties, I had to add on something with parties in it, and posh just stuck with me. So that's where it came from.
What made you want to do this?
Just doing my kids, but I have 2 kids. So just doing things.
Boy, girl.
A boy and a girl.
Oh, if you don't mind me asking.
My son is 17. My daughter's 13. So I have teenagers. My house is crazy. But just doing their birthday parties, like, as they were younger. I've always been creative. So things that I wanted to do, like cake pops, that was the first thing that led me to doing the desserts.
Get the fuck out here. You did not invent cake pops.
No. I'm not saying I invented it.
I was about to say, what?
No, I'm just saying, like, I wanted them and I couldn't find anybody to make them for me.
Right.
So, because they weren't that popular back then. So, for my son's, like, 4th birthday party, I did like 100 cake pops. I was like, let me try to do it myself since I can't find anybody to do it. And all my friends at, the party were like, these are good. Like, I want to order these. So that's where it initially started from. So just doing the kids' birthdays, trying to find different ways to make their party stick out is how I got into it.
Right.
It just kind of took a life of its own.
And you're from Oakland, right?
I am from Oakland.
What part?
I'm from West Oakland.
Okay, so you got to say that proud. I'm from, we alumni around here,
you know
man.
Where I'm from.
You
Don't
feel
play.
me? But the people don't know where you from.
Okay.
So, Miss Hayley, we're gonna get a little deep real quick. Cancer. You beat cancer.
I did.
All praises due.
Thank you.
All praises due. And I think you 10 years out?
9.
9 years out. How was that?
That was tough, of course. I think that was the toughest time of my life, like having to, I've never really spoke about it, I actually hid it for like a year and a half before I even said anything to the public because I needed to go through that on my own,
Right.
But it was really tough. I had to do chemo. I had to have surgery. I had to, the whole 9. So it was a lot.
All praises due, Lil Goofy.
Thank you.
Lil Goofy beat cancer.
Really?
And it was crazy because Lil Goofy was doing chemo and he'd be right back outside.
Exactly.
Because he had to, in that time when he was going through that, he wasn't as successful as he is today. So he still had to pay them bills.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Goofy, straight out of chemo, he outside just trapping. And the thing is with Goofy, he didn't let it consume him. You know what I mean? He didn't let that shit have him sad.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
you know what I mean?
You
Like,
got to, because
yeah.
it'll really, bring you down if you don't. For real.
How did you beat it, if you don't mind? Did you have to change your diet and stuff like that?
I did initially. I had to change a lot of things, especially the way everything that I was doing. I couldn't do anything. Like, chemo was the worst, I swear to you. I don't wish that on anybody. Like, I had to do chemo for 6 months.
Right.
That's a long time, to be having this medicine pumped into your system and not being able, like, I was drained. I couldn't do it. There was days I couldn't cook. There was days I couldn't, get out the bed. So
Right.
it was rough.
Looking at you, you're so fucking beautiful. Like,
Thank
you
you.
couldn't even tell. Like,
Thank
you get what
you.
I'm saying? Like, it's like you have a smile that's brightening up the world. Like right now.
Thank you.
What would you tell that person that's laying there, that's watching this interview, and they're going through the same thing you went through? What would your advice be?
Just that it's temporary. Because for me, that's how I looked at it. Like, this is not, because okay, so first of all, I already have a kind of a history with cancer because my mom passed away from cancer. So it was already a sensitive thing for me, but just that it's temporary. Like, you can get through it. Like, if you take the right steps, and I'm glad that I caught it early so that I was able to take every step that I could and learn from everything that my mom went through to use that towards myself as well.
Right.
So just that it's temporary and you can get through it. Like, because I did it. I'm a living testimony of that.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. What was your support system like?
It was good. My kid's dad was there. My little cousin, she came and lived with me and helped me with my kids and everything. So I definitely, my grandmother came and took me to every chemo session I had, which was 3 times a week. That's a lot. She's an older lady, but she definitely did it.
Right.
So
I mean, your grandma, baby?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Me too. Me too. Definitely. Me
For
too.
sure.
Me too. That's deep. And like I said, looking at you, you can never tell like you went through that.
Thank you.
While you was going through that process, did you change your diet?
I did. I had to. I stopped eating red meat. Like, I don't
All
eat pork.
chitlins and shit you was
I never
eating?
ate
Yes,
chitlins.
you
I don't
was.
like
Pig
no.
feet, hog mugs.
Listen,
what the fuck? You had to
I
stop
don't eat
eating
none
that
of
shit.
that. I
Okay.
really don't. I never have really, but I don't eat none of that now either. Like, I don't eat pork to this day. Well, I'll eat a little bacon here and there, but
don't get on my TV show and sit up
but
here
I'm hella
whooping.
picky. Like, no, I don't. I had to change a lot of things though, for sure.
Okay. And what would you say? What was your best learning experience from that?
The best learning experience would be just my own strength. Like, I learned my own, because I was like to the point to where I wanted to give up, like I didn't feel like I could make it through that. So just, I learned my own strength. Like, I'm stronger than I even know. So that was the biggest lesson for me. There's nothing that I can't do, really.
Right. So you said 13 and 17.
Yes.
How the fuck is that? It's like, talk to me. Because I have my son will be 8 next month. I have an 8-year-old, and he's light skinned, and light skinned children are different.
Oh God.
So how is that with 2 teenagers in the house?
It's tough. I mean, they don't get along. They argue back and forth. Yeah. Like,
but I bet he'll murder the president for that little girl.
Absolutely, that's what he's supposed to do. Right. They love each other, but they definitely work my nerves. You know, it's hard to deal with 2 teenagers alone, but I make it work.
So who's the bougie one out of the 2?
My daughter, for sure. Listen, I cannot. She's me though.
She's our mama's daughter.
Absolutely, she's me on steroids. Every day I'd be like, I'll give you an example. The other day, now I'm a overpacker when I go out of town. Or any of my friends can tell you that I pack 2 suitcases for 2 days. Like. But she was going to her friend's house and she came downstairs with 2 bags. I'm like, what are you doing with all of that stuff? Why are you taking all? She's like, I need options. I couldn't say nothing because that's me. That's you. Like I tell my friends out all the time, like, I need options, girl, So, and I made her take everything. I'm like, take some of that stuff out. She's like, I feel like I'm at the airport being searched. I'm like, girl, like she's me times 10.
Question. How was it raising a little boy, a young man? I won't say little boy, a young man in this day and age with a lot of stuff is open. And what I mean by that, when we were younger, And I'm not bashing the LGBTQ community at all,
Mhm.
but when we was younger, we didn't see that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And now it's like all
Everywhere.
in the
It's
all
even
in the
on the
media.
cartoons. It's crazy. Like
Exactly.
little kids, that's
Exactly. So, how do you navigate around that? Like,
well,
do
there's
you
really
have
no
open
way to navigate
conversations?
around it because it's there. You just have to make them aware of everything and let them know what's going on. Like they know.
Hmm.
Like my son, he's a square though. Like he's very to himself. He's very, but he doesn't give me any problems at
Right,
all.
right.
Like he's
Mama's
real
boy,
chill. Absolutely.
spoiling.
Yes.
Okay, talk to me. How do he do when he bring the little hookers home, the little tramps
We don't
home?
do that. We don't do
Okay.
that. He does have one girl that he does, communicate with, which he's been talking to her since years now. So
And you're all for that.
I am.
Okay, cool, cool,
Exactly.
cool, cool.
Hmm.
But you allow him to bring him home? Like,
No.
okay,
I mean, like they hang out, they have
right.
gone to the mall. Her mom, I've met her mom. Her mom is really nice. She comes and like picks him up. They go, hang
Right,
out or
right, right.
whatever. But as far as like coming over, spending the night, we're not doing that.
You're not doing
We're
that.
not
You
doing
don't
that.
want to be no grandma?
No, absolutely not.
Why?
Look at me. I'm young.
Why,
Like I
You gonna be the hot
no,
grandma? Shit.
no, thank you. No,
I
not at
heard
all.
that shit.
No, we're not doing that.
Not doing that?
No, at least not until I'm like 45 or 50 or something. When I'm
Uh,
old.
5 years from now,
Hmm.
where Miss Hayley see herself?
5 years from now, I just want to chill. Like I don't want to have to work so hard.
Let's chill.
I
Let's
just want to be
settle
kicked
down.
back for real. Like
Right,
I don't know. I work so hard now that I like 5, 10 years from now, I don't want to be working like this. So
right, right, right.
I don't know what the future holds, but I don't want to be working like a dog.
Right, right, right. So I was looking at your fingers. I don't see no ring on it. Why is that?
Why you had to put me on the spot like that?
I'm just
Because
talking.
I'm not married, clearly.
Are you single? It's complicated.
Yes, it's complicated. I'm dating. I'll say that.
Mhm.
I'm having fun. I'm young.
Right, right. So what's the difference between dating then and now?
Then like back then,
Yeah, like
well,
before children and now
listen.
with children.
Okay, so first of all, dated. I never really dated. Like I was with their dad. I was in a relationship for 16 years.
Okay, cool.
So dating, I didn't get to experience that. Like I went straight from I was a young mom. I had my son at 17.
Right,
So
right, right,
I
right.
went straight from 17 years old to moving into my own place and being basically a wife without the ring,
Right, right,
like
right.
taking care of the house and going to work every day, like taking care of my kids. Like I didn't get to date. So I'm dating.
Do
There
you
may
like
be
it?
someone special and there may not be.
Excuse me. Do you like it?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
in a good place right now.
Right, that's dope.
Definitely.
That's dope. Let's jump back into the events real quick.
Hmm.
So do you also cook or is it just mainly sweets?
I can cook. Don't hold on. I can cook my ass off,
Ain't what I heard.
but no, but cooking isn't a part of that. It's desserts. But I kind of sometimes I don't like to do them. Sometimes I pay other people to do them.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool,
but it
cool.
just depends on how large the party is. If it's a large event, then I will outsource, a vendor to do the desserts for me because I don't have time to do that and do everything else.
Right,
So
right,
it just
right.
depends. But I can't do it all.
Did the pandemic affect your business?
No, it
Okay.
did not. I feel like I had more clients during the pandemic than anything.
That's more money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
I had way more events, and then I opened my event space during the pandemic, so I had way more events.
Okay, how was that?
That was like the best thing ever,
Right,
for real.
right.
Like I was on cloud nine, just finding the place and creating it how I wanted it, making it look how I wanted, and opening it, and all my friends. Like I didn't tell anybody. Like
Okay.
I kept it a secret. I didn't even, when I sent out the invitation, there wasn't even like this is my grand opening. It was like, come to dinner.
Uh-huh.
And then all my friends got there and they were like, you've been doing, this is what you've been doing,
Right,
So
right,
everybody
right.
was surprised and they were happy for me. It was really nice. I cried like a baby.
Right. Do you deal with hatred?
Of
Do you get
course. Who
hate?
doesn't?
Right, right.
I
Talk to me. How do you deal with it?
I mean, I ignore it because at the end of the day, nobody's paying my bills but me, you know? So
Right.
I can't focus on what somebody else thinks about me. Everybody's gonna have an opinion. Everybody's gonna,
Right.
say what they want. So, but I definitely, deal with it.
Right. Um, I had a question that was sitting on the top of my head. So, do you feel like your friends is supportive towards you that you
Yeah,
got your event that you got your space?
absolutely.
Right. Do they do you deal with the oh, let me get it for this? Like they try to bargain you and
No.
no?
Actually, like all
That's
my
what's
friends,
up.
they don't mind paying. Now, me, I'm a good friend, so I must sometimes be like, don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
But for them, they're like, oh, how much you gonna charge me? What is the rate? How with anything, desserts, a party, whatever. So my friends are definitely supportive, and they don't get no special treatment all the time.
I heard the fuck out of that.
It depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Right. Do your children help you?
Yeah, so well, not my son, but my daughter, she actually does my balloon arches for me.
Oh, okay.
So I
Go,
pay her
go.
to do them. That's one less thing I have to do,
Right, right,
And
right.
she likes it.
Um, what is let me see. What is the most people you catered for?
The most, I think 150.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
I
And you
think that
had
was the
to
max.
how was it?
It was a wedding reception,
Oh
so
wow.
it was a lot. But my friend helped me set up everything. It was good.
Oh, the friend that don't want to come sit up here with you for the moral
Absolutely. That
support. What's
yes,
her
sir.
name? Let's put her on blast real
That's
quick.
the wagon.
The yeah, okay, yeah, cause she
That's
didn't
my
want to
little
come.
nickname for her.
Oh, Miss Wagon.
The wagon.
Okay. How you
but
doing, Miss
but me
Wagon?
and her is like white on rice, and she came and helped me.
Right,
Because
right,
what people don't know is that I do everything alone. Like I don't have a team.
right.
Like a lot of other event
Yeah,
companies.
because when
So
you did mine, you was by
I was by
yourself.
myself.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Are you planning on expanding?
No,
No.
not at all. I'm planning
Why?
on retiring. Like.
Oh,
No, I don't know. I got a lot of different things. My hands is in a lot of stuff right now. So, I'm trying to see what I want to do. But I really, I don't want to say I'm over it, but I've been doing events for 10 years. So it's like, I want to do something else too.
but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
I guess. But I just need to do, other things.
Like what?
I can't say. I have another business that I'm getting ready to
Let's talk
open.
to me if you don't mind.
No.
Oh, okay. Give me a hint. What it start with?
No, because if I give you a hint, then you're gonna know.
Oh, okay.
But it's coming soon.
Okay, cool, cool. That's dope, man. I'm definitely proud of you.
Thank
And I
you.
definitely salute you.
Thank you.
Because like I said, you on a different route with this shit.
I'm
And
trying.
you came from up under something that a lot of people would have let take them
For
under.
sure.
Like you sitting here, you glowing right now.
Thank you.
You got a successful business. You have children. Like and
Absolutely.
everything is like what could I say? It's like oh no, I'm just my soul just crying out for you. You
Thank
get what I'm
you.
saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that's dope as fuck to even to be a part of your success.
Yes, thank
And I
you.
say that because yes, I've worked with your company before. I
Yeah,
spent money with you.
absolutely.
And now we here. You're a
Mm-hmm.
part of my podcast, which
Absolutely.
I hope they see this and spend more money and
Definitely.
update you more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely. That's Ross fucking I'm super, super proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate
Um
it.
what was I gonna ask you? Got to be more careful. God damn it, you just threw me off. But oh no, that's what it was. So females these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Surgery. Let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't have anything against it. I've never had any surgery other than, my breast because of the cancer.
Uh-huh.
But I have nothing against it at all. I just feel like it's to each his own,
Right, right,
Like if you want to enhance the way you look, then so be it. But that's just it's your preference.
right, right, right. What about that big old ass they get? Not the no, I'm talking about the big old ass though. You know what I'm saying?
It may be a bit much, for me, but
Right.
to each his own. If that's what you want, if that's what you like, then that's what you do. Like I don't see no issue with it, but I wouldn't do it.
Okay, cool, perfect. How you feel about OnlyFans? What's funny?
You just threw me for a loop right there. OnlyFans. I mean, if that's what you want to do, you want to get your money like that. That's cool.
How many people you subscribe to?
None, 0. I swear. Like what? Come on now. None.
So,
I'm good.
how can the people reach you?
My website, sugarrushposhparties.com. My Instagram, sugarrush_poshparties. My personal Instagram is London Chill. That's how they can get in contact with me.
London Chill.
London Chill.
Where does that come from?
So a lot of people ask me that because people really call me that when they see me, like, London. And I'm like, that's not my name. You know, my daughter's name is London and my mom's name is Michelle. So I kind of like combined the two and it just stuck. Mind you, Instagram came out hell of years ago. So, but it just stuck. I never changed it.
Miss London Shell.
Yeah. So her name is London Michelle. So the London Shell, that's where it came from.
Okay. If there's one thing you can change about your life, what would that be?
I don't think I would change anything.
Talk to me.
Because I feel like, everything happens for a reason. I feel like I'm where I am today because of my past. So I wouldn't change anything. I had a good childhood. Like, my mom was amazing. So I don't feel like I would change a thing.
Right.
I would probably change the relationship that I have with my dad because we don't really have a relationship. But other than that, I wouldn't change anything.
Right. How was it like growing up in West Oakland?
It was fun.
Definitely.
I mean, and I tell my kids all the time, like, y'all don't know what y'all, like my kids are so sheltered.
Yeah.
We wasn't like that. Like at their age, I was on a bus, on a BART, doing this, doing that, functions. Like, listen, I have stories, okay? But they don't know. Like my kids ain't never been on no bus or no BART.
Right.
It was fun for me, but it is what it is.
It's crazy. My little sister, I had my son in the Bay for the weekend, and my little sister like, you want to catch the BART to go to San Francisco? You like the BART?
Don't even know what that is. Huh?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm like,
I ain't never been on no BART.
Right. Mm-hmm. So she like, yeah, he need to have that experience.
Exactly.
Because I took him on a ferry. Like we went to the ferry and went to San Francisco, but we never caught the BART. And he was just like, the BART, like it sounded
don't even
like
know what it
foreign
is.
as hell for him.
Exactly.
But I appreciate you coming up here, man.
Thank you. No problem at all.
My platform is your platform. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, we definitely need to run it back and do it again.
Sure. Anytime.
Yes. Anything you would like to get off your chest? Any shout outs?
Shout outs? No. I mean.
Girl, this is big. This is like, nigga, hold on. This is like, I'm the male Oprah around this motherfucker.
Oprah?
What? Yeah, okay. This is like huge. You know what I'm saying? What? I got Hayley pulled up on me. What? God. They gonna be like, blood, how you pull that one off?
I know, right?
Yeah.
This gonna break the internet.
Viral. This is definitely about to go viral.
Oh, God. It was good though.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So no shout outs, no I love yous, I miss yous.
No, to who? I mean, everybody who I love and who I miss, they know that for me on a daily. Like I don't need to shout out to everybody in my life. Because if you're in my life, you're there for a reason.
Right, it's a blessing.
Absolutely. It's definitely a blessing. It's what I'm thinking of right now.
Equinte.
A privilege. That's what I was thinking. It's a privilege to even be a part of my life. So anybody in my life I love and appreciate. So, but they know that.
Right.
Because I let it be known.
The food lady.
The food lady. My sister, Elise.
Yes. Luxurious.
Yeah, you order from her like
all the time.
I brought out your plate one time, remember?
Yes, you did. Lamb chops go crazy.
Exactly. Her lamb chops are hella
shout
good.
out to Luxurious Cuisine, right? I'm saying it right.
Definitely.
Shout out to Luxurious Cuisine, and maybe we can get her up here.
Yeah, you should.
I put that together for me.
Absolutely, I can. I'll make a phone call as soon as we done.
Yeah, appreciate it. She go crazy.
She do. She's doing really good.
Definitely.
She's opening her own place
Yeah,
now.
I was just about to say that. I had
Yeah.
seen that. I follow her, but I had text her, and I'm gonna show you. She didn't even get back at me, which was foul.
Well,
She never
listen.
do me
I will
like
say
that.
that there. You're not the only one that she will get 1,000 text messages in a day. You know, so
Yeah,
you
but she
gotta.
never did Lil Blood like that. Never. Look, that was Saturday too.
Oh
She
God!
never
Well, look
did
what
Lil
you
Blood
said,
like that.
lamb chops. You
She
didn't
know
even
my
say.
number.
So what? You didn't even. First of all, she's not the only one that is handling that
The little
phone.
girl know my number.
Oh God!
I am a
you
returning customer. I'll fuck around with it
You do. I
for
know that for
sure.
a fact. Like I done brought your plate out. I know that you always
Definitely.
order, and she pushes you to the front of the
Yeah,
line too.
and
So
I
you got,
tip.
of course, you have to.
Yeah.
But
No,
she,
I don't have
I
to.
mean, you
God damn it.
should. Okay, you
Okay.
should. But she pushes you to the front of the line. I hope you know that because
Okay.
I helped her out for like a couple months, just like helping her bring the plates out and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And I noticed when you came, it was like, okay, Lil Blood here, let me get his plate before everybody that was waiting outside.
Right,
You know, it
right,
was like, let
right.
me get him out the
Appreciate it.
way, you know?
Yeah,
So she definitely puts you up front.
I
So I don't know
appreciate
what
it.
that text message was about, but but I don't know.
I appreciate it, Queen. I
Yeah, no
appreciate it.
problem.
Again, I appreciate you. And
No
let's
problem.
do it. Let's keep this shit going.
Absolutely.
Can you please shout out your Instagram and all that shit again?
Yes,
So
it's Sugar Rush _ Posh Parties, and then London Shell for my personal.
okay. Sugar Rush Posh Parties. Let's do
Mm-hmm.
this shit again. Lil
Absolutely.
Blood TV, Miss Hayley. I mean
Thank
Miss
you for
London.
having
You
me.
feel me? Shout out Miss London. You feel me? And we definitely gonna do this shit again. Blessings,
Absolutely.
Queen.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.